Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. Today's video is going to be all about Zack Snyder's Justice League because he just brought a lot of stuff to Grace Randolph and Dave the Film Junkie in two incredible streams. And I cannot be more happy for Dave the Film Junkie, especially. I mean, I've been following him forever, and it's great to see having Zack on. And thanks for inviting me on, by the way, and all the money and all the charity that went to that. Amazing. So I wanted to just follow up with all the different Zack Snyder stuff that has happened today. It's been incredible. And starting off with Grace Randolph's interview. So the first thing that came out of Zack Snyder's interview that was revealed was that the final runtime for additional photography will be 4 to 5 minutes. So in that 2 weeks, all the additional photography he has done, it will culminate into actual 4 to 5 minutes of footage that is going to be presented, right? It's trunked down. It's not like it's going to be 4 to 5 minutes the whole 2 weeks. What it means that he shot enough, and the content that's going to come out will be about 4 to 5 minutes that's added to the existing 4 hours of Zack Snyder's Justice League. What could that be? There's a lot of speculation between Nightmare, possible flashbacks, and things like that. But we won't know until we actually get to see Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021. But another thing that came out was that Jared Leto's Joker will have a new look. This is not the look, by the way. I just threw that picture up. But Jared Leto will have a new look. We're not sure what look he's going to have. It's probably, there is a comment that he made about that new look. He said this: "It is true, I wanted to, of course, honor what had been created with him because I thought it was really cool. But also in this, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the little scene, but some water has gone under the proverbial bridge between when last we saw Joker and his appearance. So he's a road-weary Joker." I guess that's a way of saying it. And to me, in my mind, that kind of tells me that this is maybe Nightmare Joker, as what we've have speculated. Because it's like water on the bridge, road weary. Who else was road weary by then? Well, Nightmare Batman. So I'm thinking this is a Nightmare future with a different look of Joker, and I think that'll be really awesome to see. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Come on. Of course, Grace Randolph had seen a bunch of still photos or something off the camera, and we didn't get to see that, but she said it looks pretty cool. It goes into directions and designs that usually they only do in video games, and which was an interesting comment, but I'm really eager to see what that looks like. The other thing they talked about was Ben Affleck was back in the bat suit, and which confirms that Ben Affleck was there for the additional photography, which the trades have already reported. But it's great to hear a little bit about him. And Zack Snyder saying that Ben was, pretty gracious to get back in the suit. He forgot how uncomfortable it was, but it was quite something. And he probably took a picture of him in the bat suit as well. So I can't wait to see how that looks. The thing about the bat suit, I wonder if he looks like this or the tactical suit, then that's going to be like present day Batman, right? But if we get reveals that he's in the trench coat, that's Nightmare Batman. And that's something to be truly excited about if that's actually going to happen, right? And another thing that came out was that Zack Snyder apparently shot all Ezra Miller scenes remotely, because Ezra Miller is doing Fantastic Beasts right now. And so because of the COVID situation, he had to get the crew of Fantastic Beasts, that unit, to help him film the Ezra Miller Flash scenes. I don't know if they just shipped the Flash suit over or whatnot, but they put him on put Zack Snyder on an iPad on a stick or a stand or something, and have him direct remotely to that set of Fantastic Beasts, and getting Ezra Miller to shoot those Flash scenes. Wow, that's crazy. And that's something I've never heard of a remote directing before through a Zoom call, but Zack did that. And so it does give you the possibility that Did he do that with other cast members as well, or was it just Ezra Miller that couldn't make it to the the set of the additional photography? I'm wondering what he did. He just did some pickups on that. I wonder what that was. Is it a nightmare? We won't know until later on when we actually watch the movie, I guess, if Zack ever reveals that. The other thing that Grace Randolph had revealed about was focus groups. There are no focus groups. Total creative freedom. What that means, focus groups are the people that kind of watch a movie and give their input about the movie and things like that. And the studio decides to change things here, depending on the notes and stuff like that. So in this case, no focus groups. He's getting to do his complete vision. It's not going to work the same like that. Though when the movie does come out, or the 4-part series comes out, it's going to be the marketing for it will be just like a movie. It's going to be big. Warner Brothers and Warner Media, they're going to go big with the marketing for Zack Snyder's Justice League, and they're going to promote the heck out of it, starting with the upcoming trailer once again. So I think that's awesome to see that. Because I've always wondered, like, does he have to give notes? Does he receive notes from the studio and stuff like that? This time, none. Zero. He's getting to do what he wants to do. And I think we could, essentially get very excited for that. So there was a lot of said on the Grace Randolph video, and I encourage you to check that out. It's definitely a lot of things he said in there, including like closing on arcs of characters and stuff, which I'll probably have a lot more questions for him. But there are more stuff that he talked about on Dave the Film Junkie show, and one of the things that he talked about was a possible Robin death scene. I mean, it's kind of vague because he said he wanted death in the family, and that there are certain things he wants to do with that. So I'm thinking I don't know if it's confirmation, but does give you that little bit more tinfoil that we could possibly be getting that Robin's death scene, like Joker killing Robin in Zack Snyder's Justice League, or as Dave the Film Junkie wondered if that's going to be in the air cut. Now, Zack clearly doesn't want to say too much about what's going to happen in this, or even on Grace Randolph's show. But man, we actually could get a possible Robin death scene, like in 2021, and that's not the only one. We're going to have that in the Titans season 3 as well, twice in 2 different versions with 2 different Robins, essentially. So really looking forward to that, seeing that's the case, and man, that's going to be really, really quite something. The other thing that Zack Snyder talked about on Dave the Film Junkie show was that he intended to plant seeds for future Earth defenders, like not just the Justice League. So you can tell, like, the Atom was a seed, and all these other characters, the Green Lantern. He even mentioned kind of the Green Lantern Corps and stuff like that. That's why I threw up Mighty Pegasus Victor Koo's awesome winning fan poster here, because it does have that. I mean, I wonder why that's how it won, because it has Darkseid, but it has all those other characters. It has Man of Steel in it. It has the Atlanteans. It has the Themyscirans. It has all those, all those prior movies. The Suicide Squad members are in there, and maybe that's what it was. He was planting seeds so that they needed more than just the Justice League members to fight Darkseid. We only hear about certain characters are appearing, but may have been more. There could have been more that we don't even know about, that for hopefully future expansions to Justice League, we'll get to see the rest of the Earth's defenders. And we may get a hint of that probably, possibly in Zack Snyder's Justice League. In fact, even Deathstroke, with his little mohawk, he kind of insinuated on Dave the Film Junkie show that may be the, apocalyptic nightmare future look of Deathstroke, which we speculated on because of Deathstroke or Joe Manganiello's look when he did the shoots, right? So I think that's really exciting, and it really makes me much more curious how much more that we're not going to get to see, and are we going to get to see the future after Justice League? I really sure hope so. But that's not all. He even kind of slipped something that I don't know if he meant to slip, but he did on Dave the Film Junkie show, was the fact that his preferred version he wants to show in IMAX would be the black and white version. And he kind of slipped like if we are going to see an IMAX version of the movie, it will be in black and white, the monochrome edition of that. And is that how it's going to be? We're going to see an IMAX in theatrical, the black and white version in full 4 hours possibly, and then but we'll see the colored version on HBO Max, in a way trying to not just negate each other because you're putting on HBO Max and the theaters, that he'll show two different versions of that same of Zack Snyder's Justice League. So that also might be something interesting. I'm really excited. I love monochrome editions. I love the Mad Max one. I love the Logan one. So I'm all for the black and white version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Understandably, not everybody's into that, but if that's how it's going to play, and that's how you were able to get something in a big screen, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Whatever you have in mind, Zach, I'm definitely going to sign up. I'm going to show up for that, as long as theaters are open and are safe, of course. But that could be how we're going to see Zack Snyder's Justice League in theaters first, in IMAX, in monochrome edition. So that's awesome. And also, they both talked about what's going to happen on Tuesday, and what we're going to get is the Hallelujah trailer breakdown with new scenes. So we're gonna, because Zack Snyder actually confirmed that there was issues with the music, the Leonard Cohen music, which we kind of speculated, and some people had said that was the issue with the trailer. That's why it was taken down in the first place. But he did say not to worry, that issue's no longer there anymore, and they're going to put it back up onto the site, and we'll get to see that. He'll also break down the trailer version of it, the black and white trailer version of it, and even the color version of it. I think that's what he said. And that breakdown will probably have scenes that are new scenes that are not in the original trailer that was breaking down. Now, I don't know if that means that the new trailer that's gonna resubmit to video onto YouTube or HBO Max will be the new trailer or the old trailer. I don't know. And maybe the new shots will be only on on the breakdown, not sure, but it is that breakdown's definitely going to happen Tuesday, 9. And he says around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it will be like the Man of Steel watch party. It will be on Vero, so be on the lookout for that. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream for that. I may, but I'm excited nonetheless. I want to know a little bit more. Maybe he'll give us a little bit more cues about the different scenes, what's supposed to happen. I don't know, but it will be interesting nonetheless. So stay tuned for that. Tuesday, it's going to be awesome. Us united indeed. And it's going to be a great day, I think. I really, truly think so. Now, my next topic, I don't have a really headline for it because it's kind of short notice, but Ray Fisher had posted up, remember #UsUnited, with this awesome picture, a screenshot of Ray Fisher as Cyborg and Ezra Miller as Flash. And what he's probably showing him a hologram scene of something. I have no idea what this is. I think it's in the Flying Fox. I think this is when they go towards the end battle and they're showing him maybe the Spire or something, the Steppenwolf area. So that looks fantastic. I mean, look at the CG. It's really refined. It's finished VFX. Remember when there were issues with the Cyborg's kind of armor back in the day, especially when Justice League came out? Well, we're finally get to see Zack Snyder's touch to it, more refined, more detailed, and ultimately look like it's actually there, and that's the quality that you come out when Zack Snyder gets to do what he wants to do, complete what he needs to complete. We're going to get some awesome quality content out of it. I don't know if we're going to get more as we get closer and closer to November 17th or not. I think we will, or I hope we will. I think essentially it's going to be this is going to be an exciting weekend as we get closer to next week. So awesome stuff. Thank you, Ray Fisher, for posting that. So I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder sent you that. Here, post this, Ray. Get them excited, get them all, getting all hyped up and stuff as we get closer and closer to November 17th. Now to the part where I talk about the Ping Pong Flix members' questions or comments on the last video. So let me pull it up right here. The first comment question comes from Danny Gray. In that Grace and Zach interview, you could tell how excited she was. Zach 100% showed her something regarding the film series that got her that hyped. Maybe he showed her more than Joker stills. Probably did. He probably did. Showed her a bunch of stuff, maybe even talked to her about what's going to happen and things like that, which she can't say. So good, but good for her. That's awesome. Hopefully one day we can all see it as well. Hard-boiled entertainment. Eric Blake, when talking about continuity, we must keep in mind Aquaman directly contradicts Justice League. Specifically, Whedon's edits and dubs and reshoots has Arthur bitter towards his mom, blaming her for leaving him on my father's doorstep and never giving me another thought. Meanwhile, Aquaman makes it absolutely clear that Arthur has never blamed his mom for what happened. Therefore, Aquaman isn't in continuity with Justice League. Plus, to be honest, what we saw in the trailer of Arthur leaving Mara connects a lot more better than him telling her that I'm going to need something from you with his reaction to when they reunite in Aquaman. So, yeah, if you want to connect it or not connect it, like I said before, that's up to you. But in terms of Zack Snyder, he doesn't care. Like, if you want to connect, like he does care, but he only cares about what he's about to build. He has no control over what a director wants to connect to him or vice versa. So that is solely up to your own devices. So if you want to connect it, that's fine. If you don't want to connect it, that's fine as well. Eric Blake, I'll say this. Frank Miller's sequel to Dark Knight Returns has an epic and iconic speech from the question that I'd love to hear the character in this own standalone, preferably DCEU. It is not within my power to effect the change for the world. I haven't the might. I am the answer. I am only the question. Perfect ending lines for a question film. Starring Ryan Gosling. I say that's a great fan casting. Not bad. Not bad. Mr. Stokes, can you believe all the golden nuggets we got out of that Grace interview with Mr. Zack Snyder, confirming not only Jared Leto's Joker is in the Snyder Cut, but he has a new look while honoring his original tone, plus giving hints of the additional photography from saying how good Jared Leto was working with to Ben Affleck back in the bat suit was buzzing. Hearing that part, you got to believe Batfleck's 2 scenes are nightmare with the Joker and contributing towards the end of the film. As my last comment said, Chris, to you, life in the Snyderverse is good. Absolutely. Yes, it was exciting stuff. I truly loved that Grace Randolph interview and Day of the Film Junkies one as well. Plus, to add on top of everything I just said, that the additional photography only added 4 minutes to the original film piece. So these have got to be big, crucial beat points in the film. Also, there will be new hashtag coming soon. Mark Mr. Stokes' words. Instead of release the Snyder Cut, it will be release season 2 Zack Snyder's Justice League. This is Mrs. Stokes over and out. Yeah, release season 2. Yeah, let's once that comes out, and if there's no cue or hint that there's going to be a season 2, we're going to be back fighting for that, definitely. And if Zack Snyder truly wants it, I think he does. Lego Dinosaur. While yes, Mara is in the nightmare future scene of Snyder Cut, I feel her part going forward in Aquaman 2 is fully depending on the outcome from the court case with her and Johnny. She could still be found guilty. The current case that Johnny lost was to prove the tabloid reference to him being a wife beater was correct, but this case is separate from their domestic violence case. Even if Johnny hit Amber in self-defense or as a reaction to her hitting him, the title of wife beater would still be true because he hit his wife. The Flash movie could easily change the timeline for us to have Dolphin instead of Mara if it turns out she's guilty, but currently she's innocent until proven. Yeah, it's still a continuing conversation, and it's still developing. So until then, we're still unclear, right? Because Aquaman 2 is not, according to Entertainment Weekly, it hasn't been greenlit yet. So there's still some time to iron things out. Raj Rudolph, I love it when you're going to cover Titans Season 3. As a diehard Titans fan from the 80s, I hope they don't forget to develop characters like Donna Troy, Starfire, Beast Boy, painfully underused, and Raven in lieu of just turning Titans into a Bat Family show. Don't get me wrong, Nightwing and Deathstroke all day, every day, but I'd rather go to Tamaran and Azarath than just have them be sidekicks in Gotham. Seeing Aqualad and Jericho being so short-lived on screen, yeah, too really annoyed me. I loved how much love was given to Hawk and Dove, though. And I really do love Kieran playing Jason Todd. Let's just hope they get the balance right in season 3 for the actual Titans, led by Nightwing, and maybe spin off Jason, Barbara, and Tim Drake into their own Robin show on HBO Max. So a fanboy can only dream. Well, it could possibly actually have, they're going to have like an actual Teen Titans spinoff, according to the Vulcan Reporter. And yeah, I definitely want to see. I was also quite, I thought really Aqualad wasn't like, come back in some fashion, but yeah, it was really short-lived, and Jericho is short-lived as well. I totally agree that. But they're moving through the motions, and hopefully we'll get more spinoffs out of that. You never know. But yeah, Starfire, I really want to see more of that. I don't know how much they can take out of Gotham and out of the city, but definitely from where we're hearing about Jason Todd, Red Hood, and now Joker, it's starting to sound a lot very Batman centric here. So be prepared for that. But with the notion that there's going to be more Starfire, that gives me a little bit of hope that they're going to explore a little bit more of that with that. But Lazarus Pit, Donna Troy, it's still kind of Batman. Mike G, I think this is the last question. Mike G, Amber Heard isn't giving up that Aquaman money. No, of course, she's going to have to. She's definitely going to fight for it. And it does sound like she is definitely fight for it. So we'll see. We'll wait and find out what happens as we get closer to Aquaman 2. And I think that's it. All right. Well, that is it for the Ping Pong Flix members' questions and comments. Thank you for submitting that into the last video. Definitely, I have a members community post right now gathering some questions. Now, it's probably going to be more DC centric because this is a DC channel, and leading up to Tuesday, which is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah. So I'm eager to go through that, pick out a few bunch, and we're gonna have an awesome time this week. I think for this channel, we're gonna have an awesome time. It may probably not gonna be expansive as Dave the Film Junkies show. It's a little bit more, kind of closer knit in essentially what was kind of the prerequisite. I guess it was kind of like to be done that way. But it's gonna be fun, and I think I'm gonna have a good time with it. I think, and when it comes out, I hope you have a good time with it as well. So be prepared for that coming next week. It's going to be fun. Us United. All right. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content in movies, shows, and video games, please click the like button. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Keep this hot dog light on. Grab a t-shirt and Teespring down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.